Valentine's Day is coming up, and AdamandEve.com has a sex toy to match every personality. Are you an anime dork? Why not get your kawaii chibi chibi, the crystal heart of glass dildo? This sensual glass wand with its stunning pink heart on the top evokes images of the pretty guardian herself, Sailor Moon, wielding a girthy, shiny fuckstick. Pussy Crisis Dildo Make Up! Maybe the lady in your life is opinionated, hard to please, and particular about the foreign objects that she crams up her baby chute. May I suggest the all-American Whopper dildo? Your woman will appreciate the options of a bendable, vibrating dong. Just like the Burger King Whopper, she can have it her way. Unlike a hamburger, though, this Whopper can be positioned for
maximum G-spot stimulation!
These are just two items in Adam and Eve's vast catalog of nearly 20,000 sex products. What if I told you you could purchase almost anything they offer and receive 50% off? It's true! Just remember to use promo code FREAK at checkout. F-R-E-A-K. Not only do you get 50% off of one item, you'll also get 10 free tantalizing gifts. That includes 6 free movies, a free mystery pack that includes an item for him, a special toy for her, and something I think you're both going to enjoy. All of this includes free shipping. That's a lot of Valentine's Day stuff. Just remember to head on over to AdamandEve.com and use coupon code FREAK, F-R-E-A-K. That's promo code FREAK at AdamandEve.com. Distorted View Daily proudly presents an inebriated homosexual explaining what jungle juice is.
What's jungle juice?
Have you not been to a frat party?
No.
No one's done.
I'm in high school, obviously.
Mad TV or something.
We all know what jungle juice is. Have we been to a frat party?
Who?
Jungle juice is full of a shit ton of Everclear.
What's
Hey!
Hey freaks, it's Wednesday, January 30th, 2019. Coming up on the program today, 3 girls, 1 banana, plus the pussy engine inside of us all. Mothers versus live streamers, and when you anally rape a corpse, don't go back for seconds. All this but your voicemails today on DV!
You are a rude, thoughtless little pig.
Oh God, fuck me! Oh, fuck me! Oh, shit!
The guy, he's in the dirty underwear or something. I don't know. He's a sniff freak.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
All right, Tim back here for the Wednesday episode of Distorted View Daily. Thank you so much for joining me. Got a good one for you today. Man, that Twitter is just a dumpster of outrage. It's garbage. I hate the fact that I feel bad for celebrities who have fucked up and said stupid shit. Because on Twitter, you can never fucking redeem yourself. This whole Kevin Hart thing, he made some jokes, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever. He said he was sorry. Also, they were jokes. Gay people are still pissed off at him, even when he tries to do the right thing. So you heard about that guy who's he's on that TV show Empire. I don't watch that. Jussie. That's not a real name. That's like taking a real name and changing a vowel to be different. I see right through it. I'm Timothy Henson. I could see beating up Jussie over that, like his name. Anyway, so he was beaten up because he's black and gay. Kevin Hart tweeted just the most innocent, non-controversial statement. Sending prayers your way at Jussie. This is unbelievably sad. Why are we going backwards? This is disgusting. We got to do better. Choose love over hate, like that type of shit. Then the replies started rolling in. Yeah, but keep joking about beating up your gay kids. Okay, again, that happened like a decade ago. He's apologized I don't know how many times. Someone else was like, oh, it's all just funny and accountability isn't important. You think the guy who attacked Jussie was just walking around with a container of bleach and a noose for 10 years? Ever since he heard that one Kevin Hart joke, he's just been waiting for his chance to strike. Also, Kevin Hart is black. I doubt this guy who attacked Jussie is a Kevin Hart fan. Allegedly, the attacker was screaming stuff like MAGA! And he called him the N-word. I'm guessing this guy did not set up a TiVo season pass for Showtime at the Apollo. He's not DVRing that. Then, Ellen got some shrapnel. And I don't watch Ellen, but apparently a couple years ago, this guy came out on her TV show. So she mentioned that in a tweet. She's like, a couple years ago, this guy came out. I feel so bad that this is happening to him. And people are like, shut the fuck up, Ellen, trying to promote your goddamn TV show. Like, God, like, what did she do? She's just expressing sadness. I think it's because Ellen was defending Kevin Hart. Like, oh, Kevin Hart's a good guy. Yeah, he fucked up saying bad things about gays. But he apologized. He should be allowed to host the Academy Awards. And that was the wrong opinion to have. So now we all hate Ellen, too. I understand, people should be held accountable for what they say. I think, again, if it was a joke, that should be taken into consideration. There should also be a fucking statute of limitations. Go back 30 or 40 years, people were saying awful things about blacks pretty often. Are we still holding that against them? You know what my mom calls Brazil nuts.
Like they're called nigger toes?
Well, I'm calling for a worldwide boycott of my mother. Let's make her life a living hell. Someone set her car on fire, please. She needs to be taught a lesson. Little fucking 80-year-old woman. What? She doesn't know the real name for Brazil nuts. That's the problem. This is what she was taught. Back in the 50s or 60s or something. That's what everyone called Brazil nuts. By the way, I'm just kidding. Don't set my mom's car on fire. I already taught her a lesson many years ago. She caught me fucking a black dude in the house, right on her bed. Yeah, you're gonna have a black son-in-law. How do you like that? Slid his sweaty black balls all over your bed sheets.
Black nut juice is good, but I gotta say, Negro nut cream, way better.
That's right. His Negro nut cream was spread all over her comforter. I was disowned for an entire year. Ting! All right, let's get into some audio, some of which was provided by members of our Discord. They post really interesting and disgusting video clips. If you're not a member of the Discord, it's free. There's a link on the main navigation bar over there at distortedview.com. You can chat with hundreds, almost 1,000 other freaks. It's a good time. The first clip I wanted to share with you is a woman who has connected jumper cables to her pussy because she's talking about jump-starting her vagina. I think this is a pep talk for young girls.
Young girls, let me tell you something. You call these jumper cables. You call this an engine.
Yeah, the pussy is the engine.
When you use this engine, it's brand new. You got to know how to treat this engine.
Yeah, and just like a car, the second you use that pussy, the first dick in your twat, You're already losing value on that thing. It's no longer pristine. You know what? I think this analogy is working.
You got to know how to take care of it.
True.
You can't drive your engine around town with all these variety different type of men and don't put no oil to it. You got to tune it up.
Lube it.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of you young girls, you run around here with your engine all running. I mean, raggedy. They start making all kind of noise.
Your muffler's dragging on the floor, if you know what I'm saying.
Cheryl from Illinois says, I have this horrible medical condition called a prolapse.
Oh, yeah, this is the time that Cheryl Murkowski had a psychic request answered by Sylvia Brown. Sylvia Brown died several years. I mean, she sounds dead now in this clip. But, she's passed away.
It keeps getting worse, and I can barely walk, and I am in constant pain.
That's what happens when your gine falls out. That's what we're trying to prevent here. That's what this woman is talking about.
Hold up. It's a Pinto. Hold up. It's a Pinto. You older women, when you get your engine, you know how to take care of it. We take care of our engine. We go get it tuned up.
No one wants your Studebaker pussy. Old ass engine. You got that Mercury Sable cunt. Or Chrysler LeBaron labia. No one is looking for that or wants it. We want something. We want a Tesla twat. What we want.
Yeah, we make sure it got oil in it. And so when it start making that noise, it go like this. Vroom, vroom, vroom. That's the cougar in us.
Mercury
Hold
cougar.
up. Wait a minute. Hold up. It's a BMW.
I think we're getting off topic
That's what
here.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm charging this engine up because I got that fast stick. It's on fire. So I'm telling you, you can call me Miss mischarge it.
She's touting her pussy. Meanwhile, she needs a jump start for her snatch. I see the cables coming out. That's the problem with old cars / cunts. You know, a lot of maintenance. Things leak. Things dry out. They don't ride as nice. It's not shiny. The backside's all rusted out. I feel like she's trying to channel Alexis K. Tyler here.
BMW. Hold up. It's a BMW.
Alexis is funnier, and she can do a better car impression. There's my girl.
They rushed all that dick up in her. If you gon' suck a dick, then you suck a dick.
It's Alexis K. Tyler's greatest hits.
Stay out my motherfucking business. Laffy Taffy bitch. Put it up for me. Turn it up. Laffy Taffy. Laffy Taffy ho. Laffy Taffy bitch.
All right, let's move on. Another submission into our Discord was a video titled 3 Girls, 1 Banana. Now, you've heard of 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I'm sure that's made you weary of any porn video title that includes numbers. Nothing good could come of that. And sure enough, this is a vile video. We see 3 girls chugging gallons of milk. Not sure where the banana comes in.
We're running.
Oh, there's the dick. Oh, maybe the banana is the dick. Very juicy blowjobs. We've got one girl who's actually giving the blowjob. There's another girl who's just jamming her fist down her own throat, trying to make herself puke. Trying to upstage the cocksucking. Not cool. Oh, well.
That was a good one.
That was at least 8 ounces. Now another girl is sucking dick. While the second girl is sucking his dick, the other 2 are playing with the vomit that was just spewed, like rubbing it into her tits and stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh, gosh. I can't even keep track of who's puking here. There's too many girls, too much vomit. Oh, that's unfortunate. So the third girl was sucking this guy's dick. Meanwhile, the second girl, who has already puked, starts sucking on his balls. That's when the girl who's sucking on the dick pukes all over the girl who's sucking on the balls because she was underneath.
Oh, no.
Hazard of the job, I guess.
Chicken nuggets.
Wait a second. Did she just say chicken nuggets? That's a Distorted View catchphrase from way back. A classic puke porn moment.
Oh, there's chicken nuggets. Oh.
Yeah, the girl puked up and then identified what was coming out of her. Up, chicken nuggets. Let's go back to this new video and see what this chicken nugget reference is here.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god, my chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. By the way, the video again is called 3 Girls, 1 Banana. I assume the dick was the banana, but no, there's actual bananas coming out now. I wonder what she's gonna do with that. Oh, they're trying to gag themselves with the bananas. Oh, no! That was quite a vomit. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This really does just go on and on. I think we've heard enough. Please. Literally puking up chunks of banana mixed with milk. And that, my friends, is 3 Girls, 1 Banana. Ting. Real quick, before we get into the news, I've got 3 more very short clips. Each of them are pretty much the same thing. A mother freaking out on their live streaming kids. I say kids, but many of them are in their 20s. You know, they're just being loud or ignoring their mother.
My house! Do you understand me? Do what I fucking say!
Okay.
Do you understand? Or you're gonna be outside!
Okay.
I am sick of your fucking ass! Do you understand?
Okay.
I wonder how much this streamer pulls in. It'd be funny if he's like making 80, 90 grand a year and his mom's talking to him like this. I make more than you, bitch! Obviously that's not the case, right? These are like loser streamers. Otherwise they would not be living with their parents. Let's see what mom number 2 has to say here.
I will fucking knock you out.
I told you. Stop the stupid screaming.
You have to get over it.
Go outside if you want to do that crap. I am tired of hearing it, and so is Phil. This is our house, too. Want to play your damn game? Play. You don't have to scream and yell. You do? Take it out.
Yeah, the mom's a little bitchy, but you have to remember, this is probably happening at like 1 in the morning.
It's a bitch.
Yeah, well, that bitch makes sure you have Pop-Tarts in the pantry.
Ooh, bunk ass.
There's just something about hearing mothers scream at their dumb kids. I just love so much. This last one, the streamer is ignoring the fact that his dog got loose, right?
Fuck. I fucking love my fucking wife, man. Oh, no. Oh, no.
He said not again.
The mother has now crawled through the window of this room where the guy was at. He just left to get the doorbell because the mom, I don't know if she was locked out. You heard the doorbell ring at the very beginning. So he goes to leave to get the door finally. And the mother has had enough of standing in front of the door. So she crawls through the window of the computer room because she was out looking for the dog. And now she's just, you know, fucking shit up. You can hear the dog outside loose.
Fuck you! Fuck your big ass tree! Still let that fucking dog outside! You don't pay attention to nothing!
How was he getting out?
You don't pay attention to fucking nothing but your own damn self!
I understand how he's getting out. Hold on, what the fuck is going on? How is he getting out?
You didn't fucking let him in!
You know, I've mentioned this before, but something I hate about these video game stream sites where you're able to, like, clip videos, they've got, like, a 30-second limit or sometimes, like, a 1-minute limit. I want to hear the whole argument. You know me. I'm a sucker for other people's pain. Come on. If you run across a good freak-out video, send it along to me, show at distortedview.com, or post it in our Discord. Let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news right now. Yes, yesterday's episode was Sideshow exclusive. It was a great one. A lot of fun we had. I tried to sing Rapper's Delight. Didn't work out so well. Ha! Hibbity hibbity hip hop hoppity, don't stop rocking out, baby. Boogity bang bang, boogie bang bang. It's a hard song to sing. I sounded like Beak Samuda. Yes, catch yesterday's Sideshow exclusive episode and tomorrow's upcoming Sideshow exclusive episode by signing up for the Sideshow. It's TV's member site where you get full access to the entire archive of programs. Plus, every week we do exclusive shows. There's videos in the archive now. Just posted a video this past weekend, I believe. SuperFreakSideshow.com membership's very inexpensive, only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. This is how the show continues, thanks to the support of Sideshow members. If you like the show, please consider signing up. Again, SuperFreakSideshow.com. We also have a Patreon account, patreon.com/DistortedView. You can pledge as little as $1 a month. I try to do updates on there occasionally, post videos. You get access to a special voicemail line. I'll play your calls on the show, yada, yada, yada. Check it out, patreon.com/DistortedView. 3 very quick stories, then we'll get the hell out of here. First up, have you seen that viral image going around that was basically a Facebook post from a bride-to-be who had a ridiculous dress code for her wedding? Someone shared the post, and that pissed off the bride, right? So then she was like, I am going to make you all take a lie detector test. And guess what? She did. And I have the results here. So just to refresh your memory, this is the original post that went viral. Hey, everyone, who's ready for Hawaii 2019? In anticipation of the wedding, and believe me, I know it's a long way away, but I would still like to announce the dress code. I'm giving you a long notice of a year and a half, so you'll have time to find and pick out something nice. The dress code is very specific. It will be used to create an incredible visual effect. If done right, it will make our synchronized dancing. Like, this just sounds like a nightmare wedding. I would never go to this in a million years. First of all, it's a destination wedding. Like, you gotta pay for your way to Hawaii. Then you gotta, like, pick out an outfit, like a specialized outfit that you're only gonna be able to wear once. Then you gotta learn a choreographed dance? All right, so without further ado, if you're a woman who weighs between 100 and 160 pounds, you must wear green velvet sweaters and orange suede pants. Again, see what I mean? Like, you'll never wear that ever again. Louboutin heels. Is that how you pronounce it? Louboutin? The famous red-heeled shoes. When we spin and lift our feet, the effect will amaze you. A Burberry scarf as well. Then, if you're a man who weighs between 100 and 200 pounds, you have to wear a purple fuzzy jacket, a soda hat, all white trainers, and plain glow sticks. Now, if you're a woman who weighs over 160 pounds, you'll be wearing all black to, create a slimming effect. All black sweater and pants. Any material, doesn't matter. Black heels. Like, she doesn't give a shit, right? If you're over 200 pounds, you're dead to her. Men, if you're over 200 pounds, all camouflage and black sneakers. Then you've got to have a change of clothes as well. You will wear formal attire after the dancing has ended. Please bring a change of clothing. Remember, the venue is extremely upscale, and we want to be looking our absolute best, ladies and gents. If you look like trash, so will we. We want you to invest in an outfit valued at least $1,000. This includes jewelry, accessories, makeup, yada, yada, yada. You have a year and a half to get working. No excuses. Mwah! So that was posted a while ago, right? Then what happened? She found out that someone, leaked that Facebook post, and she was flipping out. She's like, we are going to have a polygraph party, and you all have to come, and if you don't, I know it's you. And she bought some, shitty polygraph test thing off of Amazon, which I don't think is very reliable. A bride has disowned one of her closest pals after details of her weight-based wedding dress code were leaked. The furious woman made all of her bridesmaids take a lie detector test after seeing the details had been shared widely online. During the test, one of her friends admitted sharing the screen grab on social media, and the bride quickly removed her from the property. She wrote on Facebook, polygraph party results. Many of y'all have been asking how Saturday's polygraph party went. It was fantastic. Attendance was 100%. The $99 polygraph machine from Amazon was a bit shitty, but it did the job. I asked y'all simple questions such as, did you leak my dress code to the internet? And do you secretly hate me? Friends, it is with only the deepest joy that I can announce the identification of the snitch. My former friend Stephanie, the cunt, was immediately removed from my property. She confessed to leaking my posts and ridiculing me online. My original dress code has gone viral because of her, and the outside world will never fucking understand, thanks to Stephanie. Good riddance. Now, even though this was reported on a news site, I have a hard time believing this is real. I don't think any of it is. I think this is fake. I don't know. It just doesn't seem real. Like, at the end, she says, please submit photos of your synchronized dancing outfits no later than 1 month. I will be telling each and every one of you what is wrong and how to improve it. Do women really act like this when it comes to their wedding? I mean, I get that you want it to be perfect, but this is psychopath territory. Again, I would not be caught dead at this wedding. I couldn't afford to go, quite frankly. I couldn't afford the ticket to Hawaii, let alone the outfit. And I don't think she's ready to see my dance moves. All right, second story we have for you today. This one comes from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Florida is the most fucked up state.
Yesterday we read a story about a Florida man who was desperately searching for some opioids, right, painkillers or something, and he was rifling through his girlfriend's pill container and nabbed some, and turns out they were laxatives. This story is kind of refreshing because it's a guy who was accused of doing drugs, but turns out He was totally innocent the whole time. The story comes from Martin County, Florida. Matt Kroll, 29, spent 41 days in jail, wrongly accused, according to the Martin County Sheriff's Office. He was locked up over Christmas and New Year's, but he and 10 others are now out, and the deputy is fired. Kroll had a white powdery substance that was found in the driver's side door, wrapped in plastic with a hair tie around it. Kroll says it was Tide laundry detergent, but Deputy Stephen O'Leary said it was heroin. A lot of heroin. I'm going to be honest with you, I've never smelled heroin, but I doubt it smells as fresh as Tide. One whiff and you can tell it's not heroin, right? Unless, you cut heroin with Tide. Kids are eating Tide Pods. Why wouldn't they snort it? It's possible, I guess. I just looked at him baffled and confused because I had no idea as to where 92 grams of heroin came from inside my van, Kroll said. Kroll says he bought his Astro van about 3 weeks prior. Oh, so maybe he's thinking the heroin was from the previous owner. He left it in his car, and now I'm being blamed for it. He paid about $1,400 for the van, so maybe the last owner left it behind. But the street price of 92 grams, according to American Addiction Centers, could cost more than $18,000. This is where the author of the news story, I think, had a stroke. He wasn't fit in just to be a cop, Kroll said. Kroll was parked at a Jensen Beach KFC restaurant asleep the van. What? I'm guessing the quote was he wasn't fit to be a cop and he was asleep in the van. He admits that he had taken a sip of a Budweiser that was in the cup holder. Don't admit to crimes you're not being accused of. That's Distorted View's #1 rule. Keep your damn mouth shut. First, paramedics arrived, and then deputies, including O'Leary. Kroll has been in trouble with the law before, but he says nothing like this. In the past, when I've gone to jail, it's been something where I knew I wasn't going to be there forever. Okay. It's a lot different than going to jail. And the charge of trafficking of heroin carries a penalty of 25 years in prison. He was one of 11 people freed from jail because whatever drug O'Leary said it was turned out to be something legal. Martin County Sheriff William Snyder distanced his department from O'Leary on Monday. No matter what we do, no matter how hard we try, just based on the law of possibilities, there's always a possibility that one bad apple will slip through. So the real story here is that this deputy, O'Leary, was just arresting people willy-nilly for any type of white powdery substance they may have had in their car. I mean, usually, 9 times out of 10, you got a white powdery substance in your car, it's going to be something illegal. Who the fuck keeps baggies of, baking soda in their glove compartment? The police officer was sloppy, but, he's playing the odds here. What I really want to know is, this guy said that he's been in jail before many times. Wonder what that was for. I mean, he's drinking Budweiser in a KFC parking lot. He's dozing off. I would check this guy's system for Tide. Maybe he was trying to smoke that or something, snorted. All the charges for 11 people have been dropped. Kroll said he wasn't sure if he was going to sue or not. Yeah, this is America, motherfucker. You better lawyer up and sue. You about to hit payday. Trade that fucking Astro van in for something shiny. Shiny with a pussy engine. Final story we have for you today. A homeless man who broke into a funeral home. Uh-oh. Nothing good could come from this, right? Because there's really not a lot of money in the funeral home. You know what's in a funeral home? Dead people. There's only so much you can do with a dead person, and it's all fucking gross. So I think I know where this story's going. A homeless man who broke into a funeral home and raped a corpse in 2015 pleaded guilty Monday in Muskogee Superior Court. Prosecutors said Dominique Cordio Smith left DNA evidence. Well, that's just a fuckwitted thing. Never come inside a corpse. That's Distorted View's #2 rule. #1, don't admit to anything, and #2, don't leave buckets of semen around where it shouldn't be. All right, he broke into what was then Hill Watson People's Funeral Home and had anal sex with a female corpse, according to his indictment. Security cameras caught him, so he was caught on camera too. Security cameras caught him twice going into the room. That ass was so good, he fucked the same corpse twice. He didn't even go to a new corpse, a fresh corpse. You know, after you're dead, I don't think the butthole tightens back up. You fuck it wide open, it's going to stay open, I think. Must have been a real special lady. All right, security cameras caught him twice going into the room. I'm sorry. Monster. This show is so awful. Security cameras caught him twice going into the room where the body was located and taking from the body underwear he stowed in a backpack. I'll smell this later. Which police found when he was arrested around noon that day in a vacant home. Smith pleaded guilty on Monday. That's when Judge Ron Mullins sentenced him to 20 years in prison with 15 to serve for first-degree burglary and necrophilia. They made a mistake, though, because the charge should have been second-degree burglary, because first-degree burglary applies to residential break-ins, and this, even though it was a home, it's a funeral home, so it's a business. So Smith was brought back to court on Tuesday to be resentenced for second-degree burglary and necrophilia. Judge Mullins then sentenced him to 15 years in prison, with 12 to serve and the rest on probation. Smith never denied the necrophilia, though the court decided he would have been competent to stand trial. He does have a mental illness, which he acknowledged during his sentencing. I think all of us would agree he's got some issues, his attorney said. Ooh. It's pretty bad when the best defense you've got is, Your Honor, my client, there's some shit going on here. I think we can all agree, cuckoo. Resolving the case was delayed by repeated psychological evaluations. In the end, authorities had 3, and 1 conflicted with the others. 2 conducted at West Central Georgia Regional Hospital found Smith competent to stand trial, and the 3rd, performed by a private psychotherapist, found that he was not. When in doubt, if you're dealing with someone who fucked a corpse multiple times, chances are he be a cuckoo banana fruitcake. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Many ways to contact the show. 206-666-4463. That's our voicemail line. Call in, say hi. I'll play your calls on the air. Also, you can email me, show@distortedview.com. I'm all over social media, @DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow and YouTube.com/DistortedViewShow. Check out our newest video, thanks to a very kind artist. Roxy Rex created a couple pictures to go along with some audio from the show recently, where I was talking about commemorative Tumblr coin featuring jizzed on tits on one half, and it's just a silly video. Check it out. YouTube.com/Distorted View Show. Let's do a couple of voicemails from some patrons here.
Hey, Tim. Human Garbage checking in with ya.
Hi, Human Garbage.
I was just calling about the show. You play the pickup artist guy.
Yeah.
The Sideshow exclusive. Anyway,
is that the guy who does not, he thinks if you are attracted to women's asses, that's a gateway to gay sex?
Funny that he's not about the back door because it could be a gateway. Dudes have tits, and so he proclaiming himself as a boob man 100%. Like, well, there's some trannies out there that have a nice rack, I'd imagine.
Well, I just, I mentioned it on the show. There are men with big, fat, floppy tits. I even played audio of the fat man.
Of traps out there.
Talking about rashes on his tits.
So this guy, he's kind of fucked either way. And the thing that always sticks out in my mind when people make it a point, people making it a point to say things like this and to distance themselves are usually the most closeted, perverted faggots out there.
Well, that's what they say.
About that. I just thought that was hilarious that he's like, no ass, no homo, Yeah, sure, buddy. We believe you, right? So anyway, I just wanted to call and point out his logical fallacy. The guy's a fucking idiot. And he says penis.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
For penis.
B, like with a B instead of a P.
It's a lame 4chan thing. There are some incels and men gang their own way on 4chan forums.
Oh, is that a 4chan thing? Okay, well, great. So that's, we played some men rights activist guy yesterday's show.
Hey, Tim, Love Lady Cat Lady. I got a good story for you.
All right.
So, since I moved into this apartment complex about 2 years ago, I like it a lot, mostly for the pet policy. Sorry, my hearing aid's acting up.
Jesus Christ, you have a hearing aid too? Like, this woman's life is just misery, right? She's been raped. She had cancer of the mouth. She had to have all her teeth ripped out of her mouth. By the way, remember I was asking her for a picture of her asshole because she was talking about her hemorrhoids? Oh, she has hemorrhoids too. Big hemorrhoids that hang, right? I just popped into the Discord today and she's like, here's the picture. And she provided a link, but the link wouldn't open for some reason. It was, came back with an error. So I didn't get to see Level 80 Cat Lady's hemorrhoids.
And there's always been this one parking spot right in front of my apartment door that I love to get. However, there's just some asshole that had been parking his black Cadillac there, and he never uses it.
Ugh.
So
it's like parked there for days on end.
Cut to, like I've complained before, and other people complained, and they moved it for a while, and then they moved it back. They moved it for like a few months, and then I think they moved it back a couple months ago. And finally, I complained about it. Oh, wait, I have another thing before that. Before that, about a month ago, there were lots of sirens and, firefighters. God, what are they called?
I set that motherfucker's car on fire!
EMTs in general. And my boyfriend looked out the door, and he came in like...
Oh, I didn't know you had a boyfriend. Things are looking up.
He had seen a ghost.
Yeah, you got hemorrhoids. Yeah, you had to have all your teeth ripped out.
Because they were wheeling somebody out on a stretcher covered in a white sheet.
Jesus Christ.
And there was a coroner...
I love my apartment. There's daily homicides.
There. So I go complain about the black Cadillac. Guess who owns the black Cadillac? The dead guy. Because of course he does. So now, can you give me advice? Is it wrong for me to... I don't want to hate the guy because he's dead.
Right.
But also he's dead. Is it wrong for me to hate the guy because he never fucking moved his car before he died?
Yeah, look, just because someone died doesn't mean they were not dicks when living, right?
No. Give me your advice, Tim, because I trust you more than my parents, honestly.
I'd steal that motherfucker's car. He's not going to use it anymore. That's what I would do. Grand Theft Auto, that bitch.
Hey, Tim, I was just curious if something happened with, like, Adam and Eve, because I used to hear you talk about your discount thing all the time, and now I haven't heard it in months. Unless I'm just not paying attention to it, but yeah, I'm just curious.
Yeah, well, my listeners are great. You guys really are wonderful because even when I don't mention Adam and Eve, you guys are using the promo code. So, a lot of times I think, well, I could do more ads, but you guys already know to use promo code FREAK. Always use promo code FREAK. The more you use it, the less ads I have to do. You know what I mean? Because you guys get it. What's the point of doing advertisements if everyone knows the promo code? We've got, of course, a Valentine's Day promotion going on now, so that's why you're hearing more ads. Just trying to remind you to use promo code FREAK for the Valentine's Day special stuff over there at adamandeve.com. But, yeah, that's why I don't do... Of course, they would love it if I did advertisements every episode of the show. But because you guys are so great about using the promo code, I don't have to drill it in your fucking heads every day, which is awesome. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail on for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660-GOD, as in, oh God.
I'm sick of your fucking ass.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. Remember, tomorrow's show is Sideshow exclusive, so if you want to hear it, you got to sign up, superfreaksideshow.com. Otherwise, I will see you back for the Friday program to end the week. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody!
Oh yeah, look at that. Chew on that foreskin. Chew on your own foreskin. Yeah. That's fucking hot. Your own beef jerky.